Okay, the secretary should be connected.
Hi, this is Hillary Clinton.
Hey, Secretary, it's Jeff and Nicole at Mix 106 in Boise. How are you?
I'm terrific. How are you all doing?
Doing really well.
Good
Thank you for taking
morning.
time with us. We appreciate that.
Thanks a lot.
All right, so we have our caucuses coming up on Tuesday, and we have a chance to get to know you a little bit better. We asked our audience to submit some questions, and so we'll get to those in a second. But we like to always make people do something a little bit funny and goofy, and we know you've probably had 50 of these interviews. So we wanted to play a little A or B with you, where you just make a choice of do you like option A or B. Is that good to go?
Okay.
All right. First one, if you got a laid-back night at home, what is it for you, pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
All right, and for your birthday, do you like a gift card or something a little more personalized?
More personalized.
When you're watching Charlotte and you get to be grandma for a while, do you follow the rules of mom and dad, or do you like to take some of those grandparent liberties that everybody gets?
Liberties, but don't tell my daughter.
Right. Well played. We like that. All right.
Sounds good.
Very good. That's A or B with Secretary Hillary Clinton.
Okay, but we still want to get to know you a little more. So I want to know, what's your favorite romantic comedy?
Oh, my gosh. There's so many that I love. I love The Princess Bride. I've seen it like 25 times or something over the course
That's a
of my
good
life.
one.
I'm picturing with all the travel,
Yeah.
you got plenty of time to catch a movie, so that makes some sense. Curious, we all start our day and we're all trying to get through a number of things. I know that you're crazy busy. This has to be just an insane time in your life. So what's the thing today that is the most stressful as you're looking ahead at the calendar?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's mostly just trying to keep track of all the things I have to do. I'm a list maker, and so I make the lists every day, and then I try to figure out, what I can get done, and lots of times not much. You're so busy just going from place to place, and it just is an immensely stressful time, but it's part of what we do, and I love doing it, but it's not easy.
What do you wish most people knew about you that they don't?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, I've been in the public eye for a long time, but it doesn't mean that people really know much about me, and I think it's great to have a chance even to answer questions like the ones you pose. Some of the weekly magazines, they have these sections like, oh my gosh, she's a real person. She, she walks her dog. She, makes eggs. She watches her granddaughter. I guess that's what I wish people would know more.
Secretary Hillary Clinton joining us this morning. We asked our listeners what they need to know most, and a question that seemed to come up a lot is, you've aligned yourself closely with President Obama and the policies of his administration. Would your election mean a third term of the same ideas, or could you share with us some specific differences that you would implement?
No, it's not a third term. I do believe that the president has been successful against some very, very tough opposition. I happen to believe that, he helped to save our economy from the mess he inherited. So, I respect him, and I want to continue doing what I can to make a difference. But there's a lot of work we still haven't done. We've got to get more good jobs with rising incomes, and that's something that I watched my husband do when he was president, and I feel strongly that there are some different ways we can approach that. I also want to tackle the high cost of prescription drugs, because I'm meeting too many people who are, really in a bad spot because of the cost of prescription drugs. I want to do more to tackle substance abuse. I meet too many people who have lost somebody in their family, and we've got to do more on mental health. And we've got to do a better job with public education. I think we should do more to get kids better prepared for school. I've been a big supporter of that and have done a lot of work in that area. And we've got to make college more affordable. We've got to help people pay down their debt. So although President Obama has done some things in these areas, I want to go further and get results for people.
I know this is probably a bit frustrating, and you've dealt with this question nationally and in a number of different venues, but Idaho is no different. This question came up again and again as we asked our audience, and that was, can we trust you? They seem to see a credibility or a trustworthiness gap. Is that fair? And if not, why?
Obviously I don't think it's fair, and it is really, sad to hear that. I have a great base of support across our country because people know me, they know they can count on me, they know they can trust me. I just won a big victory in Ohio when Senator Sanders said he was going to win Ohio the weekend before the election. And when I was a senator from New York, I was elected the first time and reelected with an even bigger margin the second time. So I hope that, people pay attention to what I've done. I've been able to accomplish to help other people, which is really the core reason why I do this work, and not listen to those who are always trying to tear me down. And I do get a chuckle out of it because I've worked across the aisle in every position I've had, and a lot of Republicans will tell you, not when I'm running for anything, but
right.
when I was Secretary of State, I had a very high approval rating. People trusted me to be Secretary of State. And I'm sure that if I'm so fortunate enough to be elected, a lot of the Republicans I've worked with in the past will be back working with me to try to find common ground.
I appreciate you answering that because, again, it did come up a ton. So we want to hand you the last moments here in our interview. I know we have less than a minute left. You're speaking to Idaho. What do you want us to know as we prepare for caucusing and to vote in the coming election?
Well, I really hope that people will come out and caucus on Tuesday, March 22nd. It's at 5 p.m. I really want to break down all the barriers that are standing in the way of people getting ahead and staying ahead in our country, and I would be so honored to have your support.
Secretary Hillary Clinton, presidential nominee, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to talk to you. Take care now.